Hey everybody, welcome again to another episode of Just for Fun Games. I'm your host Azzy. Here's my boy Roy, and we're gonna be talking about what if this time. What if
What
episode
if?
3, what if the world lost its mightiest heroes? Uh it a essentially like if you're not aware, uh Iron Man 2, Thor, and the Incredible Hulk apparently take place all during 1 week. What's known as Fury's Big Week. Uh, I did not know that the fan base had labeled it that until this episode came out, but essentially it takes place there, and uh, it's effectively a whodunit murder mystery. If you remember when in Iron Man 2, when Tony was like sulking in a donut, and here comes Samuel Jackson saying, "Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to exit the donut." They meet in the diner, same as in the movie, and Black Widow gives Tony what they believe to be a temporary antidote, something to suppress the symptoms that he's feeling, so that Tony can get to work on curing his predicament. Only instead, this time, Tony collapses, dead, and uh,
Black
Black Widow is
Widow.
arrested for his murder.
Yeah. Bummer.
So then it kind of just proceeds at pace. Now, I don't think we can we can do too much when it comes to the description of this episode without getting a bit into the spoilers. So if you haven't seen the episode, please go out and see it, and then come on back and see what we had to say about it. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, I actually got this one. Like, I'm not to toot my own horn, but I figured out the mystery prior to
Ah,
the reveal.
you
Did
suck.
you?
No, I was there to the end. I didn't know who did it. I'm thinking like, yo, who? Because first, I thought they were gonna take the idea from the recent Captain Marvel comic, where she pretty much is fucking him up. And then that's when Samuel L. Jackson's character Nick Fury pulls out the pager. I was like, oh shit, it might be Captain Marvel killing him off. Come to find out, nope, it's not.
Well, there's still several things I really liked about this episode. I like the focus on Nick Fury. Like, you can love Samuel L. Jackson, and you can love all of his appearances in all the different Marvel movies, but he doesn't tend to have a lot to do. His one big sequence was in The Winter Soldier when he's trying to escape the pursuers. That's basically it. Um, the episode kind of goes a pace where like the next thing is like Thor's whole movie, and it was a scene where Thor was trying to get his hammer back after he was like condemned to Earth.
Yeah,
Um,
that was
but
probably the only
when
death I
Hawkeye,
couldn't get over. I couldn't like highly believe, you know, Hawkeye shooting the
well, you got to
arrow.
remember at that point in time, yeah, at that point in time, Hawkeye was Thor was just a regular guy, just a regular buff dude. He wouldn't have like a invulnerability to piercing weapons or anything like that. Uh, so Hawkeye was training on him, but inadvertently let the arrow go and killed Thor. He claimed that he didn't do it. Now, Fury had passed on the syringe uh that like I keep wanting to call her ScarJo, Natasha used on Tony into his hands so that uh she can escape capture and try and investigate outside of Shield, because the first suspect was that there must be somebody inside of Shield that's attempting to kill the people that are a part of the Avengers Initiative. She takes the syringe to um, Betty, Bruce Banner's old flame, to see if she can figure out uh, what's up. And when she puts the syringe under the microscope, she realizes that the medicine never actually left the syringe. And looking at the needle, it looks like a small projectile was fired from it and exploded out, as opposed to the medicine even entering Tony's system. That's where I figured out who it was. And again, if you haven't seen the episode, we've been talking about the things that happened in the episode, but this is going to be the big twist. So please go see it before I say anything. But I saw the how the needle looked like it was exploded underneath the thing, and when she said a small projectile, I was like, it's it's
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Yeah. Uh
Hank. God damn it, Hank.
but no, but it still kept going. It still kept going. It was still an enjoyable
Oh
ride
yeah.
as Natasha looks up to see uh that a certain dead person was accessed the system, the Shield database recently on who else was on the Avenger initiative, and then a seemingly invisible adversary, almost like a poltergeist or something, uh, starts messing her up, and she's trying to call Fury, and she says,
It's hope.
"Hope." It's
It's
all
always
about
been
hope. It's like, oh well,
hope.
that
It's hope. It's all
that
about
things that. But what
hope.
made it cool though? What made it cool is effectively this is a universe where um, Hank couldn't stop Hope from joining Shield. Where in our Ant-Man movie, our Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, um, he specifically kept Hope out of the action, refused to allow her to use the Ant-Man suit, uh, and definitely did not want her joining Shield, especially since him and Shield cut ties not amicably. But this is a universe where he couldn't stop her from joining Shield, and in the course of a mission, she died. And a distraught Hank Pym decides to try and take vengeance on Nick Fury by killing all of the Avengers. Um,
Oh,
but
not to
when he
mention.
makes his appearance, though,
Hold on, we're forgetting one major thing. When Thor dies, Loki and a whole bunch of Asgardians show up, and somebody's having to pay.
oh, yep,
You know,
yep, yep,
so basically, Fury negotiates a temporary truce so they can find pretty much who killed
Thor,
Thor.
yeah, Thor's killer.
Yeah.
Uh, I thought that was really good. Not to mention the fact that without Thor there, he would be um the crown prince of Asgard, and he came up with the cast of Many Winters or Endless Winters, or whatever it's called.
I can't
Um,
remember. I know
but
what's her name was in there. Can't remember her name.
Sif,
Yeah, Sif.
the Lay Sif. Uh, but when Hank shows up, he's manic. You can tell he hasn't been sleeping, and his suit doesn't look like the Ant-Man suit. It looks like
His yellow jacket.
the Yellow Jacket suit. And the thing you have to remember is a minor plot point that really hasn't come back up to play in the first Ant-Man was that Hank admitted that overexposure to Pym particles causes mental deterioration.
Mhm.
And the villain of the movie, the guy who would be Yellow Jacket, had they cracked the formula in order to replicate Hank's formula, but was overly exposed to them in the course of the development. So it's alluded to the notion that the reason why he's manic and crazy is because of the Pym particles. So to see him, it's like this isn't Ant-Man anymore. This Hank Pym is Yellow Jacket, and just like Yellow Jacket, he's perfectly okay with murdering a ton of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
So the whole end scene with Nick Fury and Hank, kind of talking and duking it out. I was busting out laughing when Hank had mentioned the whole the him similar Nick Fury similar team. It's like you don't care about it, like you don't care about him here, and Nick Fury's like I don't care about any of them. Now I was like, okay, this is clearly not Nick Fury. This is definitely got to be Loki using his little disguise, trying to mimic other people.
oh no, it was very kind of cliche because he kept talking to goad Hank into admitting that he murdered Thor. Uh, so he was playing into the role that Hank already slotted him into. Like Hank thought of him as heartless and not caring about Hope and those that died. Uh, so he's like, "Yeah, I don't care. What the fuck you gonna do about it?"
Like, come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me over here, Morpheus.
Basically. But no, and the way it ends is very indicative of the entire series, because like you have to remember, this is still the same Loki from before, and he's there on Midgard now. He's like, no, I'm gonna stay, and there are no Avengers, so he just takes over. But that doesn't mean it has to be the end of the story, as we see towards the end. Nick Fury finds Cap and is joined by a girl.
Captain Marvel, yeah. Even though
Yeah,
it wasn't voiced by Brie Larson, I'll be like, I'll let it slide. Like, you know what? I'll take it. So maybe we might have that little Captain America, T'Challa as Star Lord. Maybe we'll see.
We'll see.
We got
We'll
what? This was episode 3, so what? 6 more episodes left in the series. So
is it that many?
yeah,
I
it's
thought
9
it was
episodes.
gonna be a shorter season.
9
Oh, I thought it was
episodes.
gonna be a shorter season. Cool. All right. Well, I mean, I give this episode like 7.5.
I give it an 8.
I mean,
give
so
it an
far
8.
it's like, of the 3, it's the weak.
The weakest?
Yeah, I would say it's not to say that it's bad.
Naughty,
It is the
naughty.
weakest of the episodes so far.
Nah, the first episode is still for me the weakest one, because that
Compared to
one
the previous 2.
first one I felt like they were still trying to do Captain America first Avenger with, you know, but it is what it is. I can't wait for more episodes, because more twists and turns we see gets me excited, because I'm like, yo, mate, when is this connecting to the actual MCU? Because you got hints throughout this episode that with the Watcher being in certain scenes, he's like looking over, and he's like, especially like every time. See, I was about to call her ScarJo my damn self. Natasha Romanoff driving to the university, and you see him in the background just watching. I'm like, he's gonna have a bigger role.
Okay, well, drop a comment down below as to what you thought about it. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when we're posting out some new videos. We're going to do one more recording at some point today, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Deuces.
You never cared about hope.
I don't give a damn about any of them.